What's going on, guys? Sacred Black Sheep 5555 with another video. And the decks we're using today are the Love Linguals, Better Language for Better Love, Dreams of Gaia Tarot, Disney Villains Tarot deck, Earth Warriors Oracles, and the Tantric Dakini Oracles. Oh, y'all can't even see that. Damn, that shit big as fuck. But yeah. And the song playing right now is A Woman is a God, Be a Remix by Tommy Genesis. I mean, God is a woman. Well, one of the gods is a woman. I told y'all before there's two gods, but let's roll the dice. I hope y'all staying cool and hydrated because it's hot as shit. Before I clicked on, I checked the weather. It was like 96, and then not only that, I just found out that someone got shot too. Like, I don't know what's going on with y'all, or not y'all, but you know, or the people in my city. But we have 3 and 2. So we have 5 altogether, or what's that, 32 or 23 as well. A woman is a god. Virgo, Sun, 9. Ooh, shit. Or is that 6? How the fuck? How do you tell the difference? Well, it's this, so I don't know if that's in reverse. I feel like because it's a dot right there at the, wait. So maybe it is a 9, right? Because then if we look at the 6, wait. Alright, well, that's 1, 2, oh, well, it's right there. Oh yeah, so it was a 9. Oh wow. So you have Virgo Sun, Virgo, oh shit, Virgo, that's the sun sign. Broccoli is now playing by Shelly, FKA Dram, and Lil Yachty. That's funny because we got Broccoli, or it's just green, talk about Virgo, Earth, and then we got the Earth Warrior Oracles and the Dreams of Gaia, which is all Earth, and then we have 9, so it could be a 9th house. Yeah, let's go to the Love Linguals first. I still feel like that's kind of loud. Alright, whatever. Oh, baby. Fuck yeah, right. So, I had a dream in a very long, this has been like my first dream in a very long time. However, right, this shit was so vivid that I didn't really need to write it down because the shit felt real. It was like too good to be true type of situations. And I mean, I guess I have to talk about it, especially what, two or three videos ago. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, look at that dream catcher video, because I've definitely mentioned about your dreams and how it's important that you write them down in a dream journal. But after the reading that I did yesterday, right, and again, even in that last video, it was something about your dreams too with that Inception movie. But after I got off of finished that video, some of those readings that I was watching later on were kind of resonating with that and a couple of other readings that I did. So like, I already know that I'm on point with certain things. And I also mentioned how even in that last reading, it was like, I remember saying like, oh, this got real personal. And it was like, well, not for me, but just like for the situation. And then now looking back on it, some of those cards, yeah, they were personal. They definitely resonated with some people that I know of. But it says, but the dream that I had though, right, was about that Aquarius. You know, the one that I'm always talking about other than a Leo. but it was like a party or something. But we was at my house, not this one that I'm at, but the one that I'm trying to claim, and get back. But it was like a party going on. I don't know if it was a birthday party, New Year's party, or something. It was a party though. It was very crowded, and he shows up, but I was just too busy, I guess, attending to people. I guess I was the one that was hosting it, that we really couldn't talk. But time went on, and as I finished up with everybody, I go upstairs, and for some reason I end up going to the back room first, and then I see there's a couple there. I think there were two girls. If not, then it was a guy and a girl, and there was a baby there. But they wasn't paying me no mind. They was just doing their thing. And then I go into my room, and he laying in my bed, not saying anything, and I'm just sitting there in shock. Like, is this happening? Like, it was. He had his clothes on. It was like nothing sexual. It was just like weird. And but the dream felt so real though, y'all. Like it really felt like this shit was actually happening. And I was just like, I couldn't even believe it. So I get closer to the bed, and I don't know if you can see how I'm like, how I am right now on my desk. I couldn't even sit on my bed. I had to sit like literally at the edge of the bed like this. And then the only thing that I could come out my mouth was saying that, I'm happy that you're here. And then as soon as I said that, I woke the fuck up. Yo, I don't know. I don't know what that could mean. I mean, I know there's like, I guess it's unfinished business between us. However, that's all up to him. If he wants to have that conversation. But from the love languages, and it still came out anyway. It says, describe the way I smell. Well, I just took a shower, so I kind of smell like, what is that? African black soap and shea butter. And tell me how you describe me to other people. Y'all can also, these are for y'all to probably keep in mind. Also, this could be for couples as well. I don't know. Or maybe somebody that you're connecting with. This is something that you could say. Love language. Good Form is now playing by Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne. But it says, shh, this card is blank, but no one needs to know. Ask a question that you've always wanted to know. Oh shit. And so there's your trump card. Now you get to ask a question that you wanted to be asked. Hopefully you'll get some clarity and closure out of it too. And then it says, have you ever cried tears of joy? Have you ever cried tears of joy? I can't really tell. I can't really tell. I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know. At the bottom of the Earth Warriors, we have Totemic Puma. Power Awakening. Ooh, another ascension. Somebody's getting upgrades. Or somebody's finally tapping into their gifts. Shit. We are all on a mission. The shit that's happening to us is for a reason, to get us to wake up. There's things that we need to do that are for God. And also helping the collective. Healing the collective. Good Form, right? We have Medicine Horse. See, there's that healing medicine. Progress on the path. 41. However, I don't know. But the tears of joy, though, this could be something soon, though. Have you ever cried tears of joy? Shit, you might end up crying tears of joy if whoever it is that you have a soul connection to comes back into your life. Especially with that Was it the last reading? No, it's not the last reading. That last reading was more so like swim away. Literally, that's what my title was. But I think it was the reading before that one, and it was just like they know they fucked up, and they want to redo. I think this also could be in connections with that one. Have you ever cried tears of joy? You might cry tears of joy when they actually come in and really apologize and really be there for you. But this medicine horse there is progress on the path. So it's telling you to push forward. And heal. A medicine horse, that's a healing horse. So it's like, it's healing as you go. Mama Quilla. Oh, there we go with the moon. The moon phases. Mama Quilla, mandala of the moon. So there's that intuition, there's those emotions. You probably need to do some I was gonna say meditation. Yes, you definitely need to meditate. Just sit with yourself and just breathe. Don't think about anything other than your breathing. Just close your mind and just let everything flow through you. Oh wow, he came up anyway. Ingoyama. 22, so we have 41, 35, 22, honoring of the ancient king. That's also that Leo, but you see that another moon phase. Oh, excuse me. Broken Clock is now playing by SZA, but there's the moon phases again. So you could be a moon, excuse me, could be connected to the moon. Oh, now I got the hiccups. Yeah, I got the hiccups. Wow, because somebody doesn't want me to talk. Broken Clock. 22 and 21. We have Da Diri, hearing truth. So when you do that meditation, breathe and just listen for the truth. Things are going to start coming to you, especially with this progress on the path. You'll start to get better downloads on where you need to go for your next mission. It's at the bottom of the deck. Child of the Light, Intikana. And there, once again with the moon, here's the butterflies and the dream catcher, right? So I don't know. Also too, when I look at this could be a Leo. I have Virgo sun in ninth house. You could be a Leo moon as well. If you're a Virgo sun, you could be a Leo moon. I mean, I'm not a Leo moon. I'm an earth sign in that category. I told you I got a lot of earth in my chart. But there's this dove though. Look at the dove. The dove is all about peace, innocence. You know, it's that freeing energy. When you're here for the truth, that's going to set you free. The truth will always set you free. The moon, remember, if we're in traditional tarot, the moon is also about secrets being revealed. So once you find out whatever it is in the dark, that's going to set you free to move forward to heal. I'm gonna pull one more. Two more want to come up. All right, we'll take it. 5 is the circle cross tenon, and we have Alakua, spirit of the warrior. Oh no, that's not them. Thought that was on the box. But spirit of the warrior, 34. Then we have circle cross of tenon, rare intersections of heaven and earth. But also too, what I get is the dream space. I told you I just had a dream and shit. This is also bringing some clarity to something. Like I said before, you know, it could be some unfinished business between me and that Aquarius, and that's why I had that dream. However, though, I can't move. It's not that I'm incapable of moving, but I've done so much over the years to reaching out to try to work it out, to try to, you know, make amends. However, it's like a broken clock. You know, you gotta just accept things for what it is and move on. However, if you're still having dreams even after you move on, because this happened before, this definitely happened before. When I caught myself trying to walk away, the next thing you know, I'm getting a dream about him, and it's just like, well, damn. So I already know that he most likely he's connected it, you know, on my path at some point, but I just can't force it. And then he still has to recognize what the fuck is going on around him and why it's been so difficult for us to really kind of have a conversation. You know, the last time I talked to him, I don't know, was it no, it wasn't the last, no, because the last time I saw him wasn't the last time I talked to him. Well, yeah, I guess one of the last times I talked to him, he basically said that somebody was telling him that I was robbing the store or something like that. They caught me robbing. It was caught on camera that I was stealing from a store or some shit like that. And I'm just like, well, who are you getting your information from? Who was telling you these lies? But I didn't say that to him. And I'm really like, how can you come up with that conclusion? And why would you even sit there and believe them over me when I've never done anything to step out of my character to show you that kind of behavior? When I've always been nothing but loyal. Right? That's also about loyalty, that line. Honor of the ancient king. Remember that. Look at Their Face is now playing by K-Glut. That song just came up in just a reading or two ago. Circle cross of the tenet, rare intersection of heaven and earth. The heavens, the ethers. I still think that's like, again, communication from heaven being brought down to earth. You know, your dream space. That's still the ethers, connections, peace. You see, they got their eyes closed, and the dove is right there on their head, literally. So you about to get a peace of mind. And it's probably not the, you know, whoever is probably watching you. They oh wow, because I don't know if you see it. You can't really see too much of it. I mean, I guess if you zoom in, but the album cover is like a red face. They tight, they real mad, heated, they crying too. Big mad, for real. Whoever you could be dealing with, or whoever they are dealing with. And at the bottom of this deck, we have Katiaka, guardian of Paupatunuka. But look at that. You see? They're sitting with their legs crossed and just accepting the downloads. Didn't I say something meditation? Look at them. All this is colors, these light energies. These could be light codes as well. You're just getting downloads after downloads. There's about to be a new moon. This is the perfect time for manifestations. You know, and again, as I stated before, I do new moon, full moon readings. So you know damn well I'm going to do this reading under the full moon. Under the new moon. I'm going to pull one card from this and then healing for you to move forward. At the bottom of the deck, Lolo, stand in the light, and there we go with those moons. So you could be a moon child of the moon, or you could be connecting with the moon if you are the sun, because some people are the sun and some people are the moon. It's the polarities. You got to think about that. You know, there's the moon god Khonsu, which I've already told y'all about. And then that last reading, and that's another reason why it was connecting with me. Khonsu came up and Abraham came up. Those are two connections that are like for me. So, you know, just little shit like that. And then with that Matrix card too, and Inception, and the fact that in Inception, the main character, his name is Dom, right? Like, come on now. Look at that. Eternal life. Taking up arms. Oh, shit. Mascara is on now, playing by, what's her name? Jasmine Sullivan. Taking up arms. And eternal life. You see that Ankh? You see that Sphinx? You see the sun? Now, there's the moon and the sun here. Eternal life. The sun and the moon. Eclipse. There's about to be a revolution. But taking up arms, it sounds like a fight. Somebody's about to put up a fight. Somebody's not ready for this to end. And again, I'm not even speaking on my situation anymore. This is just for the collective. I definitely got to make that clear. You know, but it could resonate with me. But I can't force things, though. But someone is going to be healing soon to push forward, and then they're going to come in fighting for this eternal life. I don't know who you're dealing with or who's watching this, but you better recognize who the fuck you are. Stand in your power. Yeah, mascara. Living Goddess. Eternal Life and Living Goddess. 8, 33, 60, 41, and 16. Then we have 3 and 5 here. So, but the Living Goddess, she seems like she's in a tower somewhere, waiting. It's saying, well, why does she look like she in space? Strong possibility, if you know your backgrounds, you know your lineage, your real lineage, not just your blue, like your immediate bloodlines. I know I talk about the, you know, being a Native American all the time on this channel. However, it goes even deeper than that, especially if you think you're connected to the Egyptian gods, because those are. I know about the, what is that? The sugar honey iced tea. Because this also could be a DNA activation. And I'm going to show you exactly what we could be getting into with maybe one of the groups that I'm about to go down the list. If I can find the card. I thought that was it, because I know it's a green card. There we go. Alien species DNA activation. The Anunnaki, the Fallen Ones, Reptilians, the Controllers, Greys, we just want to exist, Mantises, the referees, Palladians, we are here for war, taking up arms, and the Giants, we used to rule. Now, oh, and underneath that is Black Widow, so somebody's probably about to be activating to go up against a Black Widow, because they know they have a living goddess somewhere that they need to attend to. Oh shit, now that I got this deck out, I might as well just use it too at the end. What was I going to get at? But yeah, so it's understanding that the Anunnakis, they come from outer space. And they used to come here. I think this is the from the research that I got, you know, I could be wrong. No, I wouldn't say wrong. I just may not have all the information right, put it like that. But they came here, they were from space, but they came here for, you know, material things. For gold and treasures and gems and shit. And then next thing you know, God's son, right, Lucy, decides to mate with a reptilian. And then that's when shit went left. And now we are in this shitstorm that we are in right now. That's just a sugar-coated version. But it's very important that you understand those bloodlines, though. Those original bloodlines, beyond the whole Native American, oh, we're actually here, and like, you know, Black Americans are actually from here. You got to think beyond that and understand that some of these gods still exist, even if they were killed off. They believed in reincarnation for a reason, because you really can't kill a god. You can only have them dormanted. But once they awaken and they take up the arms, it's eternal life, because you are a living goddess or god. Yeah, you can again. And it's the last video, I think I was talking about whichever one I was just using the tarot by position. And the Five of Swords came up, and it was just like, you may have won the battle, but the war is not over. Yeah, the war is far from over, y'all. And it's time for some people to wake up, heal, move forward, take up arms, because y'all have eternal life. I Want You is now playing by Janet Jackson. I mean, you got some love languages over here that you may wanna. So someone likes how you smell. Tell me how you describe me to other people. Maybe that's probably. Well, I mean, again, these are questions that they're probably asking you, or yeah. I mean, either or. Whoever's watching this video, you take what resonates for you. But I feel like whoever's watching this and you're inquiring about somebody, tell me how you describe me to other people is literally, that question is for you to answer about your counterpart. Oh, wow. I say counterpart and looks what shows up. I mean, they look like sisters, but you know, they could be, well, twins, like twins, but fire though, twin flames, or just divine partnerships as well. But we have 2 of fire, we have 11 of fire, we have the 3 here, which I want to say, in traditional it's the Empress, but I think this is the youth here. Then we have another major arcana, which is 23, and then we have the 11 of earth. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Actually, let's do that, because at the bottom of the deck we have 5, 6, 7 of fire again. But you see that lotus, that golden lotus in that water bowl? The 2 cats. I don't know. You could be connected with a spirit animal. Or yeah, someone's connecting with spirit animals or animals in general. Because you got this person right here, natured up. But you got the balance between like nature and then like nature life and then human life. You see, there's like a documents here. I don't know if there's a will, something written for you, and then you got your animals, like your spiritual pets or whatever. This is all about abundance, I'm getting. Somebody wants you though. Where's that book? I was right here in front of my face. But let's read those majors though. Yep, the youth. It says adventure, new horizons, excitement, independent, freedom, rebellion, impulsiveness, loyalty, compromise. Key phrases: quest for adventure, progress on that path. Quest for adventure, live in the moment, action without thought, defying tradition and conformity, great risk taker, greater reward. Assert your independence, embrace individuality, a new direction, freedom from fear and doubts, a time of conflict or turmoil, communication and compromise, addresses desires. Somebody could be younger than you as well, or you could be younger than your counterpart, your divine partner, soulmate, whoever it is that you actually want to be with. And then we have, wait, that's 23. Not Linkin Park playing now. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Integrity, though, which does matter. Your integrity always matters. Integrity, well, and then this is integrity. But you see, you got that leopard there and that owl. It's like your intuition, but it's also about your drive. You're a protector, or you're protected. There's a golden apple there. Doesn't that remind me of, what's her name? Shit. It's not, is it Hera? I can't really, alright, how about this? Because I know I can't really get the goddess off the top of my head, but I know they mentioned her in the Misadventures of Billy and Mandy, and I remember she always had that golden apple. But what was her name? Actually, let's do golden apple goddess and see what pops up. Golden apple goddess. But we do have living goddess here. Castile? Golden apple. The golden apple of discord. What was her name? Hercules or Atlanta, Melonia, Paris. Was it Hera? I was about, or Aphrodite. It could be Hera. Actually, let's type in Billy and Manny and see what pops up. Goddess. Billy, yeah, not Billy Loomis though. Billy and Mandy. Oh, Eris, that's her name. Got you. But wasn't she like a villain too? Eris, goddess of chaos. So, if we have integrity there, but it says integrity, honesty, honor, character, values, morality, serenity, consistency, principles, fairness. Act with honesty and honor. Oh shit, I can't even. Act with honesty and honor. Walk your talk. Everyone deserves a second chance. Oppose hypocrisy, dishonesty, cruelty, and injustice. Practice ethical and honest behavior. Do not play favorites. Be the best person you can be. Do it for love, not for profit. Keep your promises. Do not betray a trust. Avoid gossip and speaking ill of others. Do not cheat or take the easy way. Do not allow injustice or cruelty towards innocents. Behavior and action influence reputation. We all live in glass houses, so avoid judging. And that's why she's naked. It's like being truthful to yourself, being open and free. These fire cards here is really, somebody has passion for you. But let's look at the 9 or the 11 of fire. 11 of fire, masculine and feminine. Learning how to balance your masculine and feminine energies. Passive, aggressive, creation, destruction, action, inaction, masculine and feminine. Put aside gender stereotypes. We are both masculine and feminine. Masculine energies serve to protect. Feminine energies serve to nurture. Too much of one, not enough of the other. Time to evaluate and realign. Allow the energies to increase and ebb. Embrace the energies that best suit your needs. Look at that. Now, so like I said, it could be someone younger than you, and they're learning how to be, they're learning what integrity is. They're learning to be more honest with themselves. But with that healing, that process, that medicine horse, that's a healing process as well for them to push forward in their path and to the light, right? It says something about light. Oh, and the spirit of the warrior still is right under that. But stand in the light. Stand in your truth. But they're learning how to, with that meditation, the meditation I tell you about, especially under this new moon, they're learning how to balance their masculine and feminine energies. So it could have been someone, well, the masculine energy serves to protect while the feminine energy serves to nurture. So, and then with that third eye there, that's another chakra right there. with the third eye is at the top. So that could be your crown as well. Or, again, being watched over, being protected, being creative. This could be a young fire sign as well. So a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries that you're dealing with. Sunday Bloody Sunday is coming. It's supposed to be, it's coming up, but it's playing right now by YouTube. Something could be happening on a Sunday, a bloody fucking Sunday. I don't know. I mean, they got the red here, so I mean, it's taking up arms. I don't know. But we have, what is that? 2 of fire. I'm sorry if I'm reading out of the book. I know probably some of y'all like, you're not supposed to read out of a book. How do you call yourself this, that, and the third if you're reading from the book? Well, I'm still learning this one. I barely use these cards as it is. So it's necessary, at least for this reading. But it says 2 of fire. Power sharing. Didn't I say that about twins, twin flames, or just the divine partners? You are magical beings chosen by gods, the light, the sun, and the moon. Regardless of this is 2 fire cards. I mean, two people on fire right here. The fire girl, or the girl on fire. Hunger Games, taking up arms. But power sharing, mentorship, partnership, equality, teamwork, mutual interest, ambitions, controls. Align yourself with another. So this is definitely calling whoever this is to really prepare yourself for your partner to come in, for y'all to unite. Align yourself with another. A power sharing situation. 2 heads are better than 1. A time for teamwork and cooperation. Seek one who will teach much needed skills. An equal exchange of energy. Someone who will help you overcome obstacles. A struggle for power. So they also could be learning how to balance that. They probably are working in their masculine energies and think that they're protecting you, but they're more so trying to control. When you think that you over here being all nurturing, when you're coddling them. So y'all both got to learn a thing or two from each other. So even, and also if you're watching this and your other person doesn't really get into this shit, you doing that meditation is going to trigger them to change, because y'all share a connection. Y'all are connected in some way, shape, or form. Y'all do reflect each other, for better or for worse. So if you're not the problem and they are, and your partner is, you still got to do some healing within yourself, because if y'all aren't together now, it's for a reason. You still got to do some shadow work within you, as they got to do some shadow work for them. Probably you need to go touch some grass. It's the balance of nature and man and nature, the actual physical things that earth can give you versus the material things, the physical things that you can get for yourself. But that is the 11 of earth. Oh, that's still fire. Oh, that's water. Earth. 10. 11 of... Wow. So y'all, like I said, y'all connected in some way, shape, or form, because heaven and earth shows up again, because this is what it's called. 11 of earth. Heaven/earth. Wouldn't get far. So even though this song is literally about how, you know, he's naming all the video girls that, you know, sex their way to the top, that just the title itself wouldn't get far. You wouldn't get far without them, and they can't get far without you. Y'all both need each other. Even if you think that you don't need nobody, you do. You need them just as much as they need you. Especially if you are out here on your solo dolo making your own businesses. It's funny because, again, we got this Virgo sun here. So I could be talking to myself as well. I may think that I got it. I may think that I don't need nobody, but I know that somebody does have to come in. But I've always had that feeling, though. That's why I be trying to reach out to either that Leo or that Aquarius. But it's not me trying to compare the two at all. It's just that the Leo constantly is in and out, learning and shit. They both are younger than me. That Aquarius, we don't have no contact at all unless I go and reach out to him. That's it. So it's just like, if I'm going to be dealing with somebody, it would be with the Leo, only because we actually do talk to each other. Well, I mean, we're separated right now. We don't communicate because, again, last time I spoke to him, he wanted to say some slick shit. Wanted to say I'm obsessed, but you don't understand, or he does understand, but then he still wants to be immature about situations and shit, wanting to still have control over things, knowing damn well his life is in shambles right now, and I've been trying to help him get back on the path, on the progress, progress on the path, whatever, on the path to progress, put it like that. Shit, I can rearrange the words, they still there, but the medicine horse is all about healing as you go. But it says, separation is an illusion. See? Y'all still are connected. Center and align. Spiritual being in a physical body. Alright, I just gotta make sure I show you that. Spiritual being in a physical body. Remember that. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Spirit dwells in nature. Experience life and learn from experience. Symbiotic relationship. Ooh. If you know about symbiote, right? If you watch Spider-Man or Venom, you know about the symbiote. And if you want to think about that, right? The symbiote attaches to, what's his name? It's not Peter. It's not Hank. It's like, is it John? I don't fucking know. But what is his name? What's his real name? Tom Hardy's character in that movie, right? The symbiote has to be attached to him in order to survive. So y'all both are a symbiote. I don't know who is who, but y'all both need to work together to be one big superhero, villain, anti-hero, right? Harm the planet and you harm humanity. The ordinary is magical and the magical is ordinary. You wouldn't get far without each other. And I will say that. And that's another reason why it's, I guess, one of my most viewed PYTs so far on YouTube right now. Because ever since those two videos came out, my numbers have only been, they've been down. They've been in the double digits. But if you go on actually, I can go right to it. If you go down on my Sacred Black Sheep 5555 channel, there are two videos. The PYT, It's Judgment Time, had y'all part since 2012, 2015, contracts is negotiated. That's one. And then and the next one is Your Super Saver, religious fams are the true DeVilles of this movie. But it's the It's Judgment Time video. That's the one where I basically talked about, and it wasn't the love languages, it was the icebreaker cards, and that was the first time in a long while that I did one of these readings. But one of the cards was like, who do you give credit to that has an impact on your life or something like that? And I mentioned the Aquarius, and then I mentioned the Leo. But the Leo was the one who I really learned a lot from, even if he really didn't teach me, like physically teach me things, but just working, like being around him, trying to help him, try to nurture him, get him back onto his path. That, shit went left in my life that I was able to help myself based off of helping him. So that's why I gave him credit in that video. And the only reason why I mentioned the Aquarius is because if I never met the Aquarius, I would have never met the damn Leo. Believe it or if you want to think that's true or not, Independent Woman is now played by Destiny's Child. Y'all, yeah, destiny, fate. If I didn't feel the way I felt about that Aquarius, I wouldn't have been led to the Sagittarius, who then led me to the Leo. And unfortunately, that Sagittarius is no longer with us, as I explained to y'all before. And I still think that's some type of meaning, some type of subliminal, because the fact that he died literally on the day, on the anniversary of me and the Leo meeting, that's very telling. And I, wish that they would wake up and understand that, or wish he would understand that. Well, I say they because I think it's more than one. I'm not trying to be smart, but I really think that he's been through a lot mentally, and probably even physically. He's been through a lot. I mean, he has an addiction, but I think that he's got multiple personalities, and that's another reason why it's hard for him to come back and really be honest with himself to me. And I mean, I do not wish that on him. I hope that he's, sane in the membrane. But sometimes it only makes sense as to why it's difficult for him to actually have a consistent conversation with me without constantly being in and out of my life. At the bottom of the deck, we have the seven of fire. Seven of fire is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands in traditional tarot is all about standing up for yourself, defending yourself, protecting what's yours. But if we're looking at the fire now, the Seven of Fire. Oh, and then we have the Three of Air, which I believe is knowledge. I could be wrong though, but we're only going to read the Seven of Fire. Divination. I'm sorry, y'all. It says divination, signs, heeding intuition, looking within, right? That's their soul searching, seeking answers, seeking for truth. It didn't show up in here. Oh wait, was it this one? Oh no, that's a spirit warrior. Okay, never mind. But it says seeking answers. I gotta make sure that I'm like, okay. Seeking answers, discovery, awareness, trust. Heed your intuition, a feeling of recognition, explicable coincidences, moments that repeat, personal interpretation is crucial. Only you know the answer. Look beyond the surface, observe and be aware. It's crazy how I did that last reading, right? And then I pulled my cards out and certain things was connected. And I said, and I told y'all, and the next thing you know, later on, literally last night, I have a fucking dream about the Aquarius. Right? That's no coincidence. And it's not like when I pull these cards, I'm trying to get into their business about what's going on. These are general messages for anybody to apply to their life. But you never know what could be going on. And if they're thinking about you, then most likely they're going to pop up in your head for you to be thinking about them. Or they could be dreaming about you. Y'all may be having dreams about each other, and this is how y'all able to meet. But it says divination, so somebody could be... There's a bowl right there with a lotus in it. And then there we go with those eyes above the head. So somebody's watching over you, watching you. Goat is now playing by Princess Nokia. You the goat, that's why they watching you. Describe the way I smell could also be like, oh shit. Nana's thinking about the, is it clairsalience with the smell? The card already was drawn in one of my videos, and I've explained, it was those phantom smells. So you may be getting somebody's like scent, and they're nowhere to be found yet, but they are in close vicinity, not physically, but they're close to reaching out to you in some way, shape, or form. Or at least they're thinking about reaching out to you, and this is why you get like a whiff of their cologne or their shampoo or something like that. It just is something about them. I remember one time I was nowhere near the area where that Aquarius stays at, and I was like, I think I was like downtown somewhere on the subway, mind you, and then I'm by myself and I get a whiff of this main oil that he uses. I'm like, what is that? I mean, like, it's really hard to explain, y'all. Until these guys come out and really, confirm everything on what it is that you're feeling, tasting, touching. Because even though I really, and see, and another reason why that Leo stays away from me is because he knows how much I care about that Aquarius. And I kind of explained to him, like, even if I can't be with that Aquarius, it still doesn't change the fact that how I feel for him. And I will not, and I wasn't trying to allow that Leo to try to do whatever it is that he was trying to do to try to fuck me over or hurt me. Because he can't. Like, and for him to say that I'm obsessed, it's just like, how, bro? How am I obsessed? When you're going through an addiction and I'm trying to help you. That's my job. That is what I'm here for. That's why I found you where you was at when I found you. Like, come on now. But the fact that we're using the Disney villains deck is only just probably gonna show off the shit that they was getting themselves into. My right ear is kind of ringing right now too, so that it was a faint ring, very, very faint ring, but I picked up on it though. There's a tiger. Oh wow, look at that. Emperor, taking charge, being authoritative, being the authoritative figure. With this youth card, someone's literally growing up from being a boy to a man. Maybe, pick your story. It may be a woman to a girl to a woman. But from my analytics and just even from my intentions, when I do these readings, I want to reach out to men because I know the men are the most ones that really need guidance. There really aren't no men out here for real. It's like, especially when it comes to like, there's this one video that's coming out or that came out, and it's just like, well, everybody want to be a girl. Like, if everybody be a girl, then who gonna be the man? And that's on some real shit. Like, everybody want to be a girl. Who is gonna step up to the plate and take the responsibilities of being a man? And the most frustrating thing about it is, all right, yeah, I'm attracted to the same sex. Right, because you got two girls here. I'm attracted to the same sex, but that does not mean that I'm going to try to emasculate that man. I know my role when it comes to the relationships with the people that I involve myself with. You want to be a man, I'll let you take the lead, but the moment you start showing me that you can't be that man, I have to take the mantle. But again, you don't respect me enough, so they both dip. And that's fine. So then you be out here on your own, building and nurturing and protecting yourself. So then when they try to come in under fake profiles and shit, you not with the bullshit. Because they still want to be immature. You're not a man yet. And you're going to stay in the shadows until you are ready to grow up and approach me or to you. Oh shit. 5 of Cups. Look at that. 5 of Cups. Crying over spilled milk. But these cups look like, well, they're in the ocean. All in the ocean. But they're still floating though. But maybe this is the Emperor trying to grab those cups. Trying to scoop them up. To fill those cups up. Instead of crying over them, he's about to fill them up again. Also, too, I don't know if I told y'all, when I woke up from that dream, I almost cried. Only because it was like that shit felt real. And the fact that it happened in a dream and not in real life is just like, Yep, we hear that motorcycle. So motorcycles to me is all about Knight of Wands. Somebody's coming in fast, coming in hot, trying to, be expressive, but in a more passionate and it could be lustful way. They may want to fuck. I mean, you do got fire here, But with this earth, it's all about that balance, grounding yourself. Be more logical and practical about the decisions if you're going to sit here and you sleep with this person, or you open yourself up to this person. Remember, you have integrity right there. Do not lower your standards. Do not step outside yourself. Do not devalue yourself. Do not lower your standards at all. If you are moving on, if you're moving forward, move forward. If they don't want to keep up, then that's on them. Somebody else is going to come in and be that emperor to pick these cups up regardless. Looking for the perfect beat is now playing 6 of Swords. Wow. 6 of Swords is moving on to calmer waters. However, this looks like, what's her name? Isn't that Cinderella's evil stepmom? But we putting those back because a whole bunch came out. At the bottom of it, 2 wands. 2 of wands. 2 of fire. There's that control, but there's that power sharing. Someone needs to let go of the control and learn to share the power. We are a team, right? Wonder Twins power activate. You can't be a Wonder Twin if you out here trying to shapeshift on your own. What kind of ass backwards job is that? How you gonna be a superhero and you can't even be the superhero without your other half? I mean, you can be a solo dolo, superhero. However, again, Wonder Twins. That's what I should say instead of saying twin flames. I only said twin flames because it's the fire here. But even with that wand card though, you seen that red and that blue, or the pink and the blue. One is more fiery while the other one's more emotional. Also, the Emperor is Aries. Looking for the perfect beat. Damn, I'm already at an hour? What the fuck I've been talking about? I feel like I just started this reading. That's crazy. Oh, well, I was ranting, that's why. The Fool, look at that. Look at that, y'all. Taking a leap of faith, but being the emperor about it though. Being assertive, taking charge, knowing what you want and getting what is yours. And isn't he from the Emperor's New Groove? Come on now. But what was the 11? Or was that, yeah, the 11 of fire. What was that? The 11 of fire was masculine and feminines. So again, they're going to be balancing out they're going to take a chance. They're going to try to take a chance to balance out they're going to take that risk to really work out their masculine and feminine energies. But that's also calling you to be that too. I know it's going to be hard to buy followers, Prime, and viewers. No, thank you, Nick Fronica. I'm good on that. They're going to take a leap of faith. And you have to too. And look at that. You got the devil. You have the devil and the angel right there. So, I mean, masculine and feminine energies. So they're working on it, and they're going to take a leap of faith to be this emperor and pick up these cups. The cups that he spilt over, or she spilt over. At the bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So someone's going to be coming out of the shadows. I don't know who this guy is. It's been a while since I watched certain Disney movies, but I can't remember him. So I want to say he's from Princess and the Frog, since I've never really fully watched that movie, unfortunately. Oh, wow, and she still came out. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is usually about, like I said, moving on to calmer waters. You see, that cat is very calm, very tamed, very at peace. While who the woman is, she's very stern. You see that she's got a resting bitch face. She ain't with the shits. So, and she seems like she's protecting what's hers. Nine of Wands. Mirror, mirror on the wall. So somebody's going to be coming in. The nines, the wounded warrior. And temperance with an apology. Someone's hurt, but they're going to try to make amends. They're going to try to fix this. Ain't It Fun is now playing by Paramore. Yeah. Ain't it fun? That, I don't know, I just feel like that song right there is to whoever the other person is, because they probably went through some shit and now they realize it ain't fun now, because what goes around comes around. Karma. Ain't it fun? Actually, let's see. All right, yeah, the lyrics are showing up. Oh, come on. So what are you going to do when the world don't orbits around you? So what are you going to do? Oh, they just repeated it. Ain't it fun, though, living in the real world? Ain't it good being all alone? Where you're from, you might be the ones who's running things, where you can ring anybody's bell and get what you want. Wow. It's easy to ignore trouble. I'm really ahead of the song, right? All right, it's easy to ignore trouble when you're living in a bubble. So what are you gonna do when the world don't orbit around you, right? You gotta grow up. Don't go crying to your mama, because that's another scene that they talk about. That's another part of the song that they talk about. But we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is being content, but look at her. Trying to control. Wow. So you got Ursula twice, Queen of Cups. So somebody's really been vicious. Someone's really been a tyrant, essentially. Ursula, energy, Knight of Cups, Gaston, hiding. But they, ooh, shit, look at that. Be prepared. And that's the 5, 6, 7 of coins. 7 of coins is about, yeah, being prepared, reevaluating, setting up a plan. They're going to be coming in. The world, they went through some shit. I mean, but I already knew that. At least if I'm putting myself into this reading as well, right? And it seems like, again, with all this fire here, it could be connected to the Leo. So I was like, I already know he'd been through some shit. Last time I seen him, he was already, really down. However, it's like, and if that is him under these fake profiles, it's like, I'm definitely not going to entertain it. If you need something, talk to me. But I just can't, like, it's frustrating, because again, it's with that control. Like, they're reaching out to me on a fake profile trying to get me to cash out the money. Little do you know, my money is tied up in other places. I don't have access to money like that. However, I'm working towards that. But even if I did have the money, I still wouldn't just be giving it out to that person, only because they don't respect me enough to even have, like, to be themselves when they need help. Like, come on now, they're still being immature. It's like you can't even be real with yourself. And I keep telling them that. You can lie to me all you want to, but you need to stop lying to yourself about who you are and what it is that you're supposed to be doing on this world. So you can hide behind fake profiles all you want to. Here's the star. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Or is magic mirror on the wall? Something like that. But the star is about healing. This also could be a guide, right? Because the mirror was a guide, helping that witch get to Cinderella, or was it the Snow White, or was it Sleeping Beauty? One of them bitches, you know, one of the damn princesses. So, Ace of Coins. There's that offering. There's the beast, right? That's his hands. So the beast is about to become the beauty. I don't know why I'm still trying to draw more cards, but don't go crying. You're on your own. Don't go crying. Don't go crying to your mama. Don't go crying. And oh, wow. Right? And that was another thing too. That was especially the last time I was with him. Something happened to him, and he ended up fracturing his shoulder, and we had to go to the hospital. I tried to convince him to go to the hospital, but he kept trying to finesse the situation. He was really trying to, you know, like, not really go there, because he knew they wasn't going to do nothing. But I'm just like, can you at least try? You know, they go there, they do the x-rays, ain't nothing wrong with them. So, but it was just so much more going on with him. They wasn't allowing him to stay at that hospital, because this was still during the time of at the peak of at the height of the pandemic. So they let him go on a brace. But before they let him go, though, he really lashed out. Like, was really just having a fit, crying for his mom and everything. And I'm just sitting there, like, just sitting there, not mad, not sad, not like, I'm I'm there. I'm trying to be supportive, but there's only so much I can do, especially when you know, kind of already fucked me over on more than one occasion. Like, but I'm still there for him, and that's the thing. And then even after that, he ended up doing some dumb shit in the hospital. I'm just like, see, like, like, you can't expect me to stick around when you're still out here doing low vibing shit. We're supposed to be moving forward in our lives, not setting ourselves back. And what he did was definitely setting himself back. So, Naked is now playing by LMA. Integrity. And another thing about that Aquarius, right? There's been times when, like, you know, we would see each other or whatever, you know, from time to time, especially when I used to go smoke in that park, because that was like when I was homeless, right, in that shelter not too far from where he stayed at. I would go to that park and I would, you know, smoke, clear my mind, you know, and even learn tarot, because I was getting into tarot at that time too. So I would be at the park with the cards and just be studying and shit, smoking and enjoying the day, enjoying nature, getting to know myself. But I remember he gave me his number, but it seemed like whenever I tried to get in contact with him, he would either ignore it or it was never his number to begin with. So he was still being immature his damn self. It's like, what's the point of giving me your number if you're not going to communicate with me? Again, control. They're still trying to have control over me. If you're not going to communicate, if you can't respect me, you can't control nothing over here. You can't get a part of what I've already done built for myself without you guys. I can still try to help, but I can't give you the help that you want now, especially when I already know what I'm worth and what I'm really supposed to be doing. Taking my love and transmuting it into other ways. Yeah, just because I sat there and I told you how I really felt about you doesn't mean that you still have to take advantage of me or manipulate me or even try to fucking belittle me. Fuck you. People like that don't go nowhere in life. And this is why they be so fucking miserable. Then they get mad at you because you fall back from them because they are the ones that's causing all the bullshit. Justice. That's what I'm saying. Hierophant. Being a leader. It's like, is you a man or is you ain't? Because if you're going to be a man, then you got to be a leader. And if you're not going to lead, then move out the way for the real man to come in and take that leadership position. I already know that if a man is coming into my life, then that's what they're going to do, lead. But again, they probably are going through some shit and they need to be healed in order for that progress to happen. For them to take up the arms to be that leader of eternal life. Pagewans of justice. Exactly. Pagewans are still students working in their lusts, but they also could be envious as well. You see? Isn't that it's not Jafar, but his what's the name of that damn bird? It don't matter though, but you know who he's working with, the fucking vizier, who was trying to steal the throne from Jasmine and her dad. And no, they're still in the damn genie lamp. So if you're still out here being a thief, low vibing, being manipulative, being envious of people, it's going to come around. You're going to get your just desserts, no matter who you think you are. You better know who you're dealing with before you do shit. Otherwise, you're going to tip the scales, and it's all going to fall on you. Or them, I should say, not you. But, you know, I get too into it that I just be like, because I do feel like they are watching. One of them, if not probably both of them. So the messages still need to come out, because somebody needs to hear it, whether it's actually applying to my life or whoever you're dealing with, or the person that's clicked on this video. It could actually apply to you. You could still be acting immature and doing all this other dumb shit, trying to control people, knowing damn well that they only trying to be there to help you, to help heal you. This is the star. Come on now. You got the 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords, the Fool and the Emperor. Crying over spilled milk, moving on, taking a leap of faith to being a leader, your own boss, and healing from it to heal others and helping other people lead the way. If you don't want to do that, somebody else will. At the bottom of the Hierophant, right? Being that religious leader, that spiritual teacher, to be a teacher and a leader. PDA is now playing by Enteral. Look at that. The High Priestess. The High Priestess, she feels what she knows. She's connected to Source. She's connected to God. She's always being led by God. Anything that she feels is because God is like giving her some whispers or some nudges. Like, hey, yo, I'm going to need you to go over here real quick. Like I told you before. Well, I don't think I've explained this, but, you know, at one point, I actually used to know exactly where that Aquarius used to live. But ever since, you know, we fell off, I slowly just was forgetting where he lived until that day where my best friend was going through it with her girlfriend, and she had to get her phone fixed. And of course, it was at that phone the phone store where he lived at. So while we sitting there waiting for her phone to get fixed, we not too far from where he stayed at, but not in a way where I thought we would see him, and then we saw him. And of course, she's trying to get me to go talk to him, but I'm like, no, because I know he's a full of shit. And he kind of was, because when we was trying to reach out to him, he knew that we was like behind him trying to get his attention. But you know, fucking Aquariuses. But eventually, you know, he slowed down. She tried to make a conversation about trying to get weed and stuff like that, but we ended up having a conversation, and he told me where he stayed at and stuff like that. And then from that moment on, I would like every once in a blue moon go around there and check up on him. But again, it'd be some bullshit, so then I had to fall back, especially with his roommate. So the Chariot, something's about to take off. Someone's literally about to travel, come around, come see you. Or This could be the authorities as well. You know, it all depends on the situation, on how immature people are acting right now, and how manipulative and controlling they're going to continue to be. Is you going to be the villain, or is you going to be the hero? The fact that I'm sitting here using the damn Disney villains deck, it's very telling. Judgment. Someone needs to make a judgment call, but judgment is also God again, telling you to cut the shit, move forward, move on. Not just them, but you as well. Move on from this situation if they're not ready to go, if they're not ready to grow up and be that man, be that emperor. I'm going down. They're gonna bring you down if you continue to allow them to do the same old fuck shit, the same cycles, karma. Are you learning these lessons? Because I'm definitely am. I'm not trying to reach out to none of them. They gotta reach out to me, but they gotta be a man about it instead of, again, hiding behind fake profiles, trying to get my attention, trying to get me to give them money, if that is them. But somebody clearly knows me, but they clearly think they know me. That's what it is. So they're gonna continuously make those fake profiles. It's like, no, if you can't be who you are, I'm not gonna really. It's no point to engage. Especially if it's that Aquarius. He got me blocked on all social media, so there's really no point. It's definitely time for me to move, and I told myself that after 8 years of trying. Yeah, you know, sometimes, common sense has to click in your head. Like, when are you going to wake the fuck up and realize the reality of their actions? Action always speaks louder than words. And I've showed him year after year after year of me trying. But that's that ego. They like that shit. They like when you reach out to them and do that shit so they can give you their ass to kiss, because they're miserable for real. Whatever it is that they going through, people is making them miserable and taking it out on them. And then they want to be on social media acting like everything is all peachy keens, like they forgot all this wisdom in the world. But no, they're full of shit. You are meant to shine. Don't hide who you are. Black sheep, stand up. Unique is better. Shine bright even if it hurts their eyes. Come on now. But again, if you're getting like those phantom smells, it's because of them. Tell me how you describe me to other people. They want to know what you're saying about them. Well, I'm explaining to y'all how I'm dealing with these people and what these people have done to me. I have no animosity towards them. I just wish they grow the fuck up. If you're gonna grow, and once you grow the fuck up, if you're gonna come around, then we can work together. But if you don't want to work, that's fine. Just grow up and leave me alone. But you do have a trump card here, I guess. You can ask whatever question is on your mind to them. I really want to know why. What was the purpose? What was your purpose of turning your back on me? I don't really care about if you really love me or not. I'm past all that. I'm not really looking for a relationship out of them too. I'm beyond that point, Like, I'm definitely setting my standards a lot higher now. Especially for people who got kids and aren't able to take care of their kids. I'm trying to be a family man. I'm trying to be, and I actually want to be a stay-at-home dad, y'all. Believe it or not. There's that B word. If you think it's true or not. I really want to be a stay-at-home dad. But just because I'm a stay-at-home dad does not mean that I'm just not trying to work. I want to be able to work from home and be able to take care of my children. Because I had both parents who were fucking, like workaholics, essentially. My mom always worked. My dad always worked. They never really got themselves involved in my life to really know what my interests are, or they know what my interests are, and they sit there and tell me that to give up on those and grow the fuck up. If I'm interested in these things, and if you allowed me to pursue these things, then these things will eventually be my source of income in some way, shape, or form if you allow me to work in the way that God is communicating with me and guiding me. But they don't want to follow that notion. Especially my dad. How are you coming from a religious family? You're constantly telling me to trust in your Heavenly Father, talk to your Heavenly Father. And I sit here and I listen to my Heavenly Father every single fucking time, and you get mad at me because it's nothing that you was trying to give me the advice for. Someone is watching, social media. Stalking, watching, looking, Inspector Gadget. What you doing and with who? Exactly. They think, and the crazy part about it is, it could be that Leo. And if it's not, again, it could be either or. But somebody's trying to figure out if I'm working with somebody or if I'm around somebody, so therefore they can come around and try to sabotage that situation. Mind you, I was cool with a Gemini, then he just randomly disappeared. His phone is like off, y'all. Like this is how this is how serious it is in my journey. Like people are so vindictive that they can't allow me to move forward without them in some way, shape, or form. And it may not even be them, but it's someone that thinks they know me. Call me when you shit. It could be that damn Leo, but it could be the Aquarius. They both. I mean, I told you the Leo has an addiction, but I know that Aquarius drinks. 5 of Cups, crying over spilled milk. But they love you though, I guess. Oh shit. Oh, that's probably why they keep their distance. Well, if you let me be in my element, if you let me to move forward, and I'd be able to heal you. That's my fucking job, to heal the collective. It's not just these damn cards, y'all. Like, I'm really supposed to be like doing other shit with my hands. In that last reading, that could be really could have been a personal message. But in that last reading, I was telling somebody that they need to move away from whoever it is they're trying to bring with them, because they're only going to bring them down. They have so many gifts and abilities that's waiting for them the moment that they step away and follow in their north node. Oh shit. Because again, massages was another thing that I was supposed to be doing. But then being in this space, it's hard for me to do that. I literally eat and sleep and work in this one little ass room. I can't have bodies in here as well and then expect to have company in here too. Like, that's too much energy that I need to constantly clear out, and then that's going to interfere with me trying to do these messages. You never call me when you sober. I can't make this shit up. Signs, messages, unknown forces, synchronicities, my cards do not lie. Or they said don't lie. Bitter baby mama / father. So they still dealing with they still dealing with the mother of their kids. Look, I don't got no beef with them. Y'all got a child together. However, what the fuck that got to do with me though? like if they made their choices. Now again, you want to be a man, be the man. Set boundaries. Assert yourself. Put people in their place. Isn't that what an emperor does? You check they shit. If you know they wrong, they wrong. But if you're gonna allow people to sit here and take control over you, manipulate you, then don't bring that shit over here, because it's not gonna work out. Nope. You go be miserable over there in your little corner and you figure it out. But someone ain't got much time. Masculine energies. Me time is in reverse. So somebody's about to come out. They not about to be selfish. Oh, but it says, wait, because I forgot. I didn't read TikTok. Time running out. On a time limit. Exposure. I'm out of time. Exactly. Because that's what's going to happen too. Like if this person keeps coming to me with these fake profiles, and I'm over here pulling cards, they're eventually going to get exposed. That's how it goes. Luckily for them, I don't have names in that bag that I'm about to, the cards that I'm going to be pulling out. But I do watch a reader who inspired me to make cards like that. She got names. So if names start to pop up with the messages that she's saying, and it relates to the people that I'm dealing with, then of course I'm going to listen to that, and I'm going to take a mental note, so when the behaviors start to show up, I'll know how to deal with it. But somebody apparently might come out of being to themselves. Oh, I still have to read this one. Logical, dominating, analytical, focus. I love the familiar. Masculine energies is watching you or on social media. So it's either one of the two, or it could be, I don't think it's both of them. I don't know. Because I even said to that profile, somebody's taking a page out of your playbook, and they're not understanding what the fuck that I meant about that. Because before that profile reached out to me, pretending to be somebody, when that, it's like, and that's the most frustrating part about it is, they're using a profile of somebody who I've never met before, expecting me that I'm supposed to know this person. I don't know who this person is, so why are you using this profile out of all the people that I might know to try to get in contact with me? What sense does that make for you to sit here and pretend like you're this convict locked up to, like, I don't know this person. So how are you going to sit there and expect me to give money to somebody that's locked up if I don't even know them? I mean, yeah, I can be charitable, but I'm not sending out I'm not sending out money through a Cash App, because one, you got a phone, which means somebody's paying that bill, right? And if you have a Cash App, that means that somebody else can Cash App you some damn money. Come on now. But again, me time. Me, myself, and I, becoming a loner, hermit mode, MIA, self-indulgence. But it came up in reverse though. So someone's about to come out and express that they love you. But what's love got to do with all this shit? When you were already meant to shine. Remember that. You were already destined for greatness before you even met them. Whoever it is that you may be inquiring about, or who could resonate with this video. That's why I'm not stressing it. Because once you realize who you are, once you actually know it and truly have that trust and that faith with God, I promise you are going to be led the right way. But most people are atheists anyway, so I mean, that's on y'all. That's really on y'all. They don't like you. My friends, my family and friends don't want me with you. I'm confused and hurt. Yeah, clearly your family and friends got you all caught up. Because you listen to your family and friends, you end up getting an STD. Go figure. But if you would have stayed around with me, you would have avoided all that. Again, not saying on some relationship shit, just on partnerships, building and growing and trying to heal the collective, the communities. Then I just told y'all right before I came on, I'm checking the weather. It's 96 degrees, and then on IG, they showing somebody getting shot not too far from where I usually ride my bike at. Ciao. Third eye chakra. Visions, clairvoyancy, imagination, insight, awareness, seeing. I expand my view. The reason why I said child is because of this card. Marry me, engagement, proposal, commitment, union, eternal devotion. And that's right next to TikTok. Exactly. So, if it ain't gonna be these persons, if they're not gonna grow up to be that emperor, somebody's gonna come in. They don't got much time, because they see what you're worth. You are the black sheep. You're meant to shine. You were destined to shine. You were destined for greatness. You have eternal life. Why? Because you are a living goddess or God. Oh wow, look at that. And underneath that is death and transfiguration, and then underneath that one is abundance. Come on now. And then I say that, oh, the card is over there, but it was like something about a will or an inheritance or something. But you gonna get yours though. Talking is now playing by YB and Namir. Someone's gonna take up their position. Someone's gonna take up the arms. Whether it's them or someone brand new. I will accept them, again, if they can grow up, set everybody who they've been interacting with the fuck straight, let them know to fall the fuck back, leave us alone while we build and grow. And then eventually we can heal them too as well. The people that he was dealing with, or they were dealing with. But all they're gonna do is keep talking because they don't like you. Well, shit, then they might end up the ones with the, because then this says STDs, like sexual transmitted diseases. I also look at that as just diseases in general. There's we got monkeypox, we have COVID still out here. There's and then even with the COVID, there's been so many variations, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna still keep talking about this shit. Like who's really gonna get healed? And then even with that vaccine, you're still gonna get it. I told you, my grandma ended up getting a vaccine, and she still ended up catching COVID, which put her in the hospital. She was already going through enough as it is with her health. Shit, and then of course, me trying to reunite with the damn Aquarius. Literally, the day that he blocked me was probably the same day my grandma passed. And of course, I had nobody to go to and cry, for a shoulder to cry on. Look at that deception. It's just like, I'm tired of the bullshit with people. Keep it on the low. Low-key secrets, hidden information, hush, not showing. You don't tell, I won't tell. They on some download shit. And download niggas, DL dudes, I don't fuck with men on the DL. DL men, stands for dumb logic, because they don't make sense. They never make sense. How about you just be fucking bisexual? You like men, embrace that. Nobody gives a shit at this point. We're in 2022. What's going to happen is you going to get yourself caught up with an STD, and then the chick that you with is going to expose you. And what you going to do? Try to kill her because you basically almost gave her an STD, or you did give her an STD, and then she going to expose your ass. Like, women don't want to deal with shit like this anymore. Stand up. Be a man about this shit. Take responsibility and accountability for your actions. That's all anybody's ever asking any fucking man to do. Take a fucking accountability. Take responsibility. You a man, be a man. Nobody's trying to stop you from doing that. But why is it that when somebody that you're connecting with, right, who was sent to build you up, you want to break them down because you think that they actually have more power over you. You see they light just as much as they see your light, but you want to dim theirs. But you don't realize that God sent them to you and not the other way around. You are not God's gift. We are. You are. The person that's watching this, who know damn well that they are the mature ones in the situation. Someone has a kid. Child distractions. I don't have time. I have my kid or kids. Daddy or mommy spends more time with me, not him or her. I'm your priority now. Child distractions. So somebody with a child, they both got kids. I know that. So, like I said, it could be both of them. The Reaper. Relationship is over. Endings, closures, no second chances. Letting go. Watch my exit. So they might be walking away from their family. Because they could be disease-ridden. Negative energies. Toxic all the time. It's just like every day there's always something. And that's why they get so bitter and miserable. Then they want to hide behind fake profiles to check up on you. Why do you have to hide behind a fake profile? Why you just can't have a conversation with me? Like, are we friends or are we not? How are you going to sit there and try to have your hand out for money, but you can't even check up on me to see if I'm actually doing good? Don't let that social media shit fool you. Because the reality is, I'm still building myself up. Just like everybody else is. But dude, you was playing now by Neo. Entanglement, but they came up in reverse. So they was trying to have you caught up. And you wasn't with the shits. And that's why it's in reverse now. You didn't want to be a part of this entanglement. This ain't Will, Jada, and August Alsina, even though we get into August 2 next month. But oh wow, and Virgo season 2 at that. Virgo and Leo seasons. But you didn't want to be caught up in this mess. Past life lovers, new lovers here to challenge your masculine and feminine. But that's also being brought to an end. I can't make this shit up. Somebody's got their third eye open. They see the vision now. TikTok marry me is here. What the hell? At the bottom of the deck, addictions. So it's that Leo then. Or I mean, the Leo more specifically, but it says drugs and alcohol though. And I know that Aquarius drinks. Codependency, pill popper, lean, bad habits are affecting me. Well, I definitely know it's that Leo. You know what's so frustrating is that when we were hanging around, because this is how bad the addiction is, right? The area that he was at is very known for addicts, essentially, literally. It's like literally though, like there's a strip full of them. It's like literally like a fucking community, y'all. Like that's how bad it is in my city, that they got a whole community, like literally just of people just on shit, and nobody's doing nothing to help them. They stay out in the park, they stay out on the strips in front of other people's shops and shit. It's bad. But he's just so absorbed in that area. Well, I don't know if he's there now, because after, you know, he gives me his ass to kiss, he runs off with a bitch with money, and then, you know, he thinks he's gonna be good for a while. The next thing you know, that shit runs dry because he's always trying to control them. But then that man's abusive too. He never put his hands on me because he know the fuck better. I wear his ass out. But it's not even about that. It's just, oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Like I said before, you were chosen though. But when I would visit him, I would want to hang out with him. But he'd be like, all right, well, I got to do this first and then we can go. I'm like, all right. So he spends all day trying to make a couple dollars. Then once he gets his money, he gets his shit. Once he gets his shit, once he gets his shit and he uses it, then he's fucking there. He just stays there. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? I done wasted all my time to come see you, to try to get you out of this area just so you can have a fucking breath of fresh air, and this is how you fucking repay me? This is how you treat me? I don't deserve this. So, you gotta fall back. You know, do you want to get help or not? You can't force somebody to get help. They gotta get themselves help. And what's even more frustrating too, when I was down there, there was there's this one area where that you can go to get help, essentially. And one of the people that worked there was one of his fucking exes. How is it that you're in how did you get in a relationship with a girl who works in here and then that didn't even work out? And then what pissed me off about that chick is she's basically bribing him, like, oh, well, if you go get this checkup or you go do this, then I can take you out for dinner. No, bitch, stop rewarding him like that. He's not a fucking child. He needs to do this his damn self. He needs to want this. You need to be that fucking inspiration for him to not be addicted to this shit. But people want to take advantage of other people because they are fucking insecure and miserable to them damn selves, regardless of if they were really trying to help him or not. And that's what the most frustrating thing about when I was around there. It's like, it's just a job to people. Just like when it came down to me being out here in these streets, putting myself into the system and then getting into that transitional housing, to have that case manager or whoever the fuck he is, he's no help. It's just a job to him. It's just a fucking check for him to pay his bills so he can live comfortable in his fucking house. Meanwhile, put me in this one bedroom Not even one bedroom. This is not even an apartment. This is a room for rent, y'all. And I gotta share this with a bunch of other grown, overgrown ass men who don't know how to take care of themselves, don't know how to respect people's fucking food, and just do whatever the fuck they want. It's just like, it's ridiculous. You see, I got this damn smoke detector that goes off. I sat here and I spoke to the guy that apparently cleans this place up. I spoke to the damn landlord. It took the damn landlord, what, 3 to 4 months to replace the battery for him to realize that he can't replace the battery. Well, how the fuck long have you owned this house that you didn't even know that this shit was wired, the smoke detectors was wired in the house? It's the setup. It's all bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you realize that you are a living god or a goddess, they're going to continuously fuck with you until you can stand up for yourself. For real. You are the golden child, the chosen one, the privileged superhero, the leader. And so you say, I got my orange on too? You know, God, essentially, orange, the sun. Shit, let me pull my cards out. I'm pissed off now. Like, it's ridiculous. But some people, I mean, this may not resonate with everybody. It might be a small niche of y'all, and that's fine. Cause you know, reach one, teach one. I only need to trigger one person. That's it. And then you can go on your progress of the path to heal, to really understand the realities of what's really happening. But people are scared of change. People are so comfortable with how the government has treated us that they don't want change. Donald Trump told us to storm the Capitol, and only the white people did it, or the white supremacists end up storming the Capitol, and now everybody's going to jail and shit like that. But just imagine if we all band together like Sri Lanka. This fucking that fucking White House would be in shambles. They would have no choice but to listen to us. But nope. Because America's a pussies. That's how much brainwashing they done did to us and manipulations. People want to remain stuck. Especially whoever these family members is. With whoever it is that y'all dealing with. I already know. That Leo told his mom he was going to kill himself. And you know what his mom told him? Do it. Ain't that some shit? How your own mom going to tell you, I don't give a fuck, kill yourself? Like, ain't that's some fucked up shit? But then he want to give me his ass to kiss. Like, come on now. You changed is by Sia though, so somebody might be changing for the better. They better, because again, if it's their life at the end of the day, not mine. I already know where I'm supposed to be at because I listen to God. So. I gotta show y'all that I'm not looking at the cards as I flip them. My dad is in town too, and he wants to visit, but I don't even know if I really want to see him. Not to be petty or anything, but the man is down south, and he comes up here for his appointments. And I know you want to see me and stuff like. I know he wants to see me and stuff like that, but how the tables have turned, right? Because now we got again all these diseases and shit. I'm not vaccinated, and I'm not risking it, especially when he's down there with everybody. And his sisters and his brother, but they all work and shit like that, so they're constantly around people and stuff like that. I don't know what they got going on down there. Mind you, my grandma passed from COVID. I don't know who they with and shit like that, and I'd be damned if I'm about to sit here and surround myself with him to end up getting something. Nope, that also could be another setup. I'm not taking no chances anymore. I can spend time with my mom because I already know that she ain't with the shits. She keeps her ass in the house just as much as I do. She ain't trying to be bothered by anybody, let alone a fucking man. Shit. You know, she goes to her physical therapy, and then, you know, she goes out for shopping and shit. But she a homebody. She enjoys her alone time. She loves being by herself. I enjoy my company too, but I really want to have a family and shit. I'm not trying to end up like my parents. Okay? That's all I gotta say for that. Mental abuse. Actually, I'm done shuffling. Indiana. I'm just gonna pull from the bottoms. Gab, God of Earth, and the Harvest. Their symbols are barley, goose, bull, and viper. Their consorts was Nut, Tefnut, and Renutet. Rain Check is now played by Jay Davy. So somebody probably you probably got a rain check from somebody, and now somebody's literally trying to come back in. And what's crazy is on their album cover, it's a cop, a hold of a who's got a hold of a criminal, but the bag that they got, it says freedom, but that R got that RX, like, you know, prescriptions, deception. Oh no, not deception, Decepticon. I'm paused for a minute because shit. Oh wow. Okay. This may be offensive to some people, but I mean, it is what it is. I got this because of from somebody else that said it though. So I didn't say it first, but I definitely caught it from them. But a Decepticon is basically a trans person. So whoever you're dealing with is dealing with a trans person. So I don't know if you want to take them back after that, but I mean, and the STD is there, so I don't fucking know. Like, you pick your story, but oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be shuffling no more. Sherwood Valley Ranchero and Pomo Indians of California. But also, again, if you are the chosen one, you are a healer too. So whatever this mental abuse is, this STD from this Decepticon, you be able to heal them. And again, like that Decepticon, that whole thing is them devaluing themselves. So I know that they want to come out and want to be equals and stuff like that, and nobody's stopping you from that, sweetie. However, I don't think you love yourself enough to really understand why you was put on this lifetime to be a man. And for you to sit there and deny those biological facts that this is who you are supposed to be, you are only cutting your lifespan short, and you also are walking away from God. It's not me trying to be transphobic. I don't hate nobody. I love everybody. However, sometimes the common sense needs to click in eventually, because common sense clearly ain't that common. But we have court, so somebody's gonna go to court. They probably could take somebody to court for that sexual transmitted disease and for deceiving them. I don't look if these people ain't being honest about their entire life, then that is on them, on some shit. Cause like, and I've stated before, you know, these trans people are getting murdered because they're not being honest with the men that they're having conversations with. At the end of the day, they're talking to men who identify as straight men, who really want to deal with women. And if it is someone who is dealing with somebody who still got their part, then that Decepticon is trying to expose them, which is wrong. I'm sick and tired of these gay, the LGBT dealing with these. How is it that they got an issue with DL men, but then they constantly deal with them, but yet you have no fucking safe places for these men to be comfortable about their sexuality? Energy harvesting and siphoning. Come on now. Angels and demons. Submissive. Somebody better surrender, especially when they go to court. Pride and ego, right? Pride before the fall. Social media, so that's double confirmation that somebody's watching you on your social media. Acre, god of earth and the horizon and the underworld god. The underworld god is here. If they continue in this bullshit, they gonna end up meeting the underworld god. Oh shit. Matthew Levy. That's funny, right? Why is you being weird? This is what you could be thinking to them. Why is they being weird to you? Or why is they being weird? Because of this. The angels and demons, the mental abuse, the Decepticon, who's harvesting their energy or probably trying to siphon yours. That's why they on social media. That's that double confirmation of them trying to get onto your social medias. It could be shit. It could be somebody that they talking to, pretending to be them, trying to get close to you. Ooh, we have Horus here. Kingships in the sky. Sun protection, healing. Here's that healing. Eye of Horus is his symbol. Hathor, Isis, Nephthys, and Serket. Now, the reader that I was watching, right, who, I keep saying, whatever, I don't give a damn no more. But the reader that I was watching after that last video, she was talking about Osiris. No, she was talking about Horus and Isis and Nephthys. I think, is it Osiris or it was one of them, but she was going into the stories of the Egyptian gods. Like, this shit is starting to get real, y'all. One of these guys is connected to an Egyptian god, or it has the Egyptian gods is watching over them because of eternal life, living goddesses taking up arms. Like, again, I've said enough. I really don't care about being famous and shit like that. I'm just trying to put messages out there for the collective to wake the fuck up. So again, I would appreciate it if y'all do follow and subscribe on my other platforms and stuff like that. Because again, I'm trying to make a living. But if y'all don't support me, then I'm still gonna come out on top regardless. But deja vu. I've been here before. It's a future I can see. Clairvoyance. Wasn't clairvoyance to hear? Yeah, clairvoyance. Third eye. So someone's waking up. Someone is shit. The ops. That Decepticon. Whoever your person is dealing with, or whoever you're dealing with, y'all got ops. The Ogdode. That is another group of Egyptian gods, and I think they come before the Enneads. Seoxis or Seox, but this is a Native American tribe. It's crazy because only one of them came out, and we have physical abuse. So you got mental abuse and physical abuse, and then I say, oh shit. All right, well, yeah. Someone has an addiction, someone's mentally abusive, someone's physically abusive. Be careful who you are about to allow back into your circle. They need to be healed, or at least be awoke enough to at least have a conversation with you at a distance. And if they really need that help that they claim that they need, then we can show them the way. You can literally show them the way. Progress of the path to take up the arms to have eternal life. But that taking up arms is them fighting for their life, for real. TikTok, golden child. Someone is going to marry you, And that's what they gotta realize. Like, if they don't take up the arms and to that leadership position, then someone's going to take their spot. Period. And it is going to be someone brand new who's already been with the bullshit, who's already healed, and then divine time is going to bring you and that person together. And you may be a hermit in your own little world right now. And then there's going to be a moment where you go out minding your business, and then that's when y'all going to run into each other. God works in mysterious ways. Divine timing is a bitch. No, I'm not going to even say that. And it's not. Divine timing is the shit. I should say that. That's what I should say. But let me clean these up so I can pull my cards, my deck of decks for the next reading. But it's crazy that and this is a biblical name too. So, and I know somebody with that name. So it could be, I could be talking about both of them. Who knows? Only the truth will set them free. San Pedro is now playing by Kilo Kish. But you got masculine energies, masculine energy here. They were in some type of entanglement that is essentially over, but they got an STD. And that's another reason why they keep their distance. But it's just like, okay, and if it's that Leo, right, with an STD, then they really shouldn't be embarrassed about that, considering the person that introduced me to him, right? That person that I knew, who I was friends with before I even met that Leo, he had HIV. And I still became his friend. I didn't judge him for that. I just was making sure that he took care of himself and not allow that to take over his mind. That man, he used to be very depressed at times, especially when he be on social media. He be trying to act like he's so strong-willed, but he was really broken. And it was only because of his ex, who wasn't allowing him to move forward in life. Shit. Well, his ex can no longer mess with him anymore, because like I said before, he's no longer with us. So he's at peace now, away from that crazy motherfucker. Because that was the asshole that gave him the STD in the first place. So it's just like his ass was miserable, sat here and turned that man miserable, and then when he was trying to really move on and really try to be himself, his ex would still come around and try to torment him. Ain't that some bullshit? Whoever this person is that's hiding behind his profile can't, nope. You cannot control me. You won't break my soul. Even if you try to give me an STD, I will still find a way to heal myself. Because there's a cure out there already. But people won't do the research. They just want to depend on doctors who are intentionally trying to kill us. All right, so these are moved out the way. All right. I'm really tight. I don't know why. It's just like, that was frustrating, y'all. That was very frustrating, that reading. So I was just like, meditate, breathe, y'all, breathe. I'm not gonna do another video until maybe tomorrow. It's 5:32 right now. I'm probably not gonna do another video until tomorrow. I'll be at my mom's then, so shit. I can binge on some P-Valley or something. I don't fucking know. But it's funny. It's like every time I go over there and I watch a TV show, I'm always getting some sign and synchronicities to something. I end up watching, what was that? Oh wow, Digital Love is now playing by Daft Punk. But I was watching Futurama one day, and it was the episode where I guess Amy's mom or Amy's dad was trying to build a casino or something on a planet, and these feminists were protesting, and her dad, Amy's dad, ended up like setting off some explosives and had the chicks flying up in the air. When it came back, when it came down, one of the feminine symbols uh fell off the chick and landed right into Fry's skull, and it got lodged got lodged into his brain, and he was able to read minds. And it's just like, if you tap into your feminine energy, you may be able to be psychic and read people's minds, or just be more connected with who it is that, or just being connected with the divine. Shit, the divine feminine. Not saying that, you know, you are divine feminine, but you're just being connected, guided by the divine feminine, the living goddess. I'm a masculine man. Well, I'm not gonna. I'm a masculine, right? Or I'm a man, but I work in feminine energies. Again, I got a lot of earth in my chart, so I already know that, you know, I'm a little crooked. I'm a limp wrist a little bit, but I'm not that flamboyant. I'm not flamboyant at all, but I am feminine, and I accept that for who I am. But I still know I'm a man at the end of the day, and when it's time to be a man, I know to be a man. But then when the actual masculine comes in, I don't got no problem with you being the leader. But don't try to knock me off my throne. We both are supposed to be sitting on the throne together. There's two seats, right? There's a king and a queen. Even though in this situation it's gonna be two kings. Just one is gonna be one is gonna be masculine, and the other one's just gonna be slightly feminine. That's it. Dragons Tarot, because I have a Dragon Tarot and then Dragons Tarot. Galactic Heritage cards. Ooh, see? Shit, I was telling you about the Anunnakis, the Greys, the Palladians, and shit like that. We might get more into details about that, especially with these dragons here too. I feel like I'm connected to the dragons. I guess they're called the Dracoids. I mean, I told y'all before. I have my mom's dad's last name, so there is some Caucasian blood in me. Even though I claim black, y'all. But however, that last name still has some meaning to it. And I'm pretty sure there's wills out there from that man to his great grandkids. Isn't that how they usually do it with I don't know. Can somebody please tell me about like white people's traditions and shit like that? Don't y'all have like great grandparents that write shit down and pass it on to their great grandkids so they don't have to suffer and shit like that? Or am I just tripping? Or that's just a myth? Because if that's a myth, then the Egyptian mythology is reality. I'm gonna tell you that then. Because I already know there's temples out there that they're trying to keep from us and deny us from. What is going on in that Grand Canyon, y'all? The fact that Arizona card, the Arizona card, along with that Sacred Sites card, and I told you that place looked like Arizona. So we have the Buddhism reading cards again. Wow, yes, because yeah, we need some wisdom again after that shit I just read, and then the movie matinee cards, matinee. I know I do have to do an unboxing of these cards. Those aren't open yet. I thought the tantric, the Dakini oracles, I thought were still I thought they were still in the packaging, but I already opened them and used them before, so that's why you won't probably see a recent video of it. Heavenly Bodies Astrology. So these are the next cards I'm using. Oh, and the Night Sun Tarot. I'm taking that one. Shit. Wait. Oh yeah, we're definitely taking this because there's only 2 tarot cards. Yes. Okay. and Illuma Somnia cards is at the bottom of the deck. But thank you guys for watching this very long and extensive rant. I don't know what I'm going to have this titled as. I might just actually call this Fuck You. You know, not like that, but this is how my channel started, y'all. My original channel, well, before I was, well, you know, my original channel, what I was using just, you know, for watching regular YouTubes, I ended up starting to use that one first to build this, to build, you know, to build my channel doing this. But then when I realized that, like, I wanted that main channel to really be more on gaming, I decided to create the Secret Black Sheep channel to really focus on tarot and oracles and stuff like that, just so I can still have a piece of me separated from this, but I still need to figure out how. I mean, I know what I can do though, because I could like how I'm live right now. You know, I know at some point I'm gonna have a projector up, play the game on the projector, like on this wall right here, and have my cards set up. So if anybody wants to do a reading in between time, I'll do a reading for them, as long as they support my channels, right? I'm not asking for you to cash at me. However, if you want a free reading, then please support my channels, follow, subscribe, and by all means share too. But y'all take care now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that y'all took some type of message out of this. Write down whatever it is that clicked onto you, that, you know, that made sense to you. Do your research, and also to learn to forgive. That's the only and then I'm able to forgive anybody. I'm the most forgiving person that they probably ever going to meet. However, I don't tolerate disrespect. That's why that integrity card is there. That's another thing I was trying to explain to my dad. Here we go. I'm about to go on another tangent, but shit. I've done longer reading. I've done a 3-hour reading before too. So again, I'm not expecting everybody to hear this. So for those who actually bothered to listen to this entire thing, I appreciate y'all. And I really hope that we could probably communicate, you know, about what it is that's going on in your life, you know. But please go and touch some grass, avoid the heat, stay hydrated, avoid people, because people are sickly nowadays and they just be trying to, they be miserable and they be trying to bring you down. So just be mindful of the people that you're getting in contact with. Wear gloves, mask up, and stay 6 feet. Shit, stay 10 feet away from people. Actually, what you need to do is get yourself a yardstick, and then you put that shit out whenever somebody's too close. Back up, 10 feet. Like, because this shit is no joke nowadays. You don't realize the setup until you are set up. So I'm really trying to help people who are still on that edge, on that verge to almost things happening. That's why I'm not scared to be like, all right, this is future telling. Shit, I want y'all to avoid the bullshit that I've been through with people. So, y'all take care now. Peace.